Hello and hello. Thank you so much for joining me today, and welcome to the most controversial reaction you'll see today. This story is really fascinating to me for all sorts of reasons. I mean, upon its first even just headline, I thought it was fascinating. American man in Germany. I mean, I'm American, so already it's like, he is a hero. And he steps in and saves these two women from an attack on a tram. And in doing so, he steps in front of them and gets a knife to the face. Survives to tell the tale. Now, of course, once you dive into the details a little bit more, that's where it gets a little bit controversial. You know, all of a sudden it becomes political because the men were Syrian refugees, I guess. I don't know if they were refugees, but they were definitely Syrian immigrants. In fact, apparently, I guess illegal immigrants. At least I think that's what he says, which I'm not saying that's not true. I don't know. In fact, I don't think they've even caught one of the dudes. Anyway, I should pull up his picture here. This is him. This is the American man. Whoa, that's a lot of him right there. John Rudott. I mean, it's one of those stories where, and I'm not suggesting this is fake. It's obviously not fake. Look at his face. But if you didn't know any better, it's like this was concocted by the right wing. You know, it's an AI-generated propaganda piece because it was this, you know, this American dude stepped in and they were illegal immigrants that attacked him. So anyway, I saw this interview had come out, and I want to hear from the man himself. Let's hear. And this is from Sachin Fern Sehen. Link down below.
Like it was a karate chop of some sort. It felt like that, but it was this weird sound, like a snap and a clap, almost on my face.
Es ist ein Angriff, der nicht nur Dresden erschüttert. In der Nacht zum Sonntag wird ein Helfer selbst zum...
Oh, there's actual video from on the tram. That's interesting. What's the legality of that? Because I know you can't just film random people, but I guess if there's an event like this, can you? Or did they have to get his permission?
Opfer.
Hey dude, you just got slashed in the face. Can I have your permission to film you?
Seine Geschichte sorgt sogar in den USA für Schlagzeilen. Im Interview spricht der US-Amerikaner John Rudott jetzt selbst über die Attacke in der Straßenbahn.
In a little bit into the tram ride.
Sorry, I didn't have the subtitles on. I don't know what he just said, but...
A man came on and started to harass the young lady. And
I'm more interested in what he has to say.
And another lady that was present. Now that young man raised his voice, he assaulted the lady, grabbing her, throwing her around. She stood up. He grabbed
so he actually physically assaulted her, damn.
After hit her with a closed fist and threw her down on the chair. That is when I saw it fit to intervene to maintain and respect her safety.
That's interesting. That's a very interesting detail because I'd seen, you know, the men were harassing women. I didn't see that they were actually assaulting them. Okay.
Trying to de-escalate the situation, I reached out my hand to the man, trying to push him backward, keeping distance between me and him and her. We had a slight altercation and an exchange, which led to him trying to continue to attack me even after I had maintained distance and reached out my hands, open hands, and trying to protect the young lady. Subsequent to that, a man had, unbeknownst to me, come around the corner on my right, and I just looked to the side after I heard a slight click. The knife went right over my face. I stepped backwards, and my entire hand was red when I touched my face, and that's when I knew I had been brutally cut.
Trotz der dramatischen Folgen zeigt sich der 20-Jährige
Interesting. Wow.
nun gefasst.
That's wild. I mean, of course, you got to give him credit for stepping in and being a hero like that, you know.
Doing good. The couple days after the knife attack have been really busy, really trying, and a lot's been going on, a lot's been restructuring. A lot of people have reached out to me.
And I can imagine how this news story is inflammatory, because trust me, if there was a news story over here in Germany, or in America, German man, you know, intervenes on Mexican illegal immigrants and gets cut in the face as he's protecting these two American girls. That would be a wild story, and that would definitely get politicized.
To me recently and given me so much support, especially from the citizens of Dresden, and it's so deeply appreciated. I feel great, no pain, I'm confident, I'm proud of this scar, and you know, I'm happy, I'm here.
He's proud of the scar. That reminds me of like Mensur, you know, he's got the ultimate Mensur scar now, that's for sure.
Here.
Was bleibt nach so einer Tat von den Gefühlen für die Stadt und das Land?
Subtitles aren't. Oh, they're off again. Whoops.
Appreciate it. I feel great. No pain. I'm confident. I'm proud of this
No pain. All right.
scar.
Looks like it didn't mess up his face entirely. It'll be because he's a model. So it'll be interesting if his modeling career can continue. Maybe it'll actually propel it. Maybe.
And, you know, I'm happy. I'm here. I'm here.
Was bleibt nach so einer Tat von den Gefühlen für die Stadt und das Land?
I
Subtitles didn't work for the German.
love Dresden. I love the country. I've spent so much time here. It's my second home, my zweiten Zuhause. And it's terrible that I came here and trying to enjoy a night in this, I got assaulted like this, trying to intervene and help a young woman. To me, that's the real problem here. Honestly,
Okay. All right. Yeah. Hey, I mean, that was a good interview. I didn't feel politicized there. I mean, he didn't even mention that they were refugees or anything. Here's another video that's circulating. I don't know. I mean, this is a video of him, so I guess he took it, but a different account posted it and tagged him in it. Or I don't know. I don't know how Instagram works, to be honest. Let's just see.
If y'all didn't think that Europe had an immigration problem,
Oh.
especially Germany, let me
Oh.
drop some
Okay, here we go. This is a lot more controversial, huh?
knowledge on here.
Okay.
It is 11:57 right now. The three
And I mean, I can understand a lot of people probably. Obviously, this is very, like, potentially inflammatory, controversial. To me, I'm just listening, you know? I'm not in Germany. I'm like, just a data point to me. Let's hear it.
minutes, that man that assaulted that young woman yesterday will be released from custody. He'll be released from custody because he's not a citizen of Germany. He's not a citizen of the EU for that matter. He doesn't even belong in here. He's an immigrant, an illegal one, a drug dealer, and very popularly known here, especially by the police. This is not the first time this has happened. It's not the first time that man had beat up women, and it's not the first time that the other guy decided to take a swing at my face with a 6-inch blade.
I'm a little confused by that statement right there. He's saying he knew of this guy and his buddy, and in fact that his buddy had already tried to take a swing at his face with the knife in a previous incident. Is that... That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. I'm just processing all that. And also, why did they really release him? Why would they release a dude, an illegal immigrant that's violent? When they, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm used to America where we deport people just for bringing in like a tattoo machine. So hearing like, hey, you're not supposed to be here and you attack someone with a knife and then you get released. I almost, is there a way I can like fact check that? I mean, that's pretty crazy, right? Isn't that crazy?
If they could do this to the people of Germany and then just get released 12 hours later, even less at this point, where's the law? Where's the structure? If Germans are held to that law and that structure, but these people could just come in, swing knives, and hurt, abuse, terrorize, and oppress.
So I'm a little bit confused. He's saying that because they're not citizens, they're not being held to the same standard. They're just like, oh, you're not German? I guess our laws don't apply to you. It's hard to believe, to be frank.
Citizens of Germany, then. What do we do?
Wow. All right, I just need to try to fact check that real quick. So initially, they did arrest him and they did release him that day or the next day. So what he's saying is accurate. But then, I mean, they released him because of insufficient evidence, but then they rearrested him. So, I mean, a little bit misleading there, huh? I mean, I guess at the time of recording, you could say he didn't know the suspect would be rearrested. But given 2020 hindsight, he was rearrested. I guess part of the rationale was that the guy that was arrested was not the actual attacker. This guy was. And this guy is somehow still at large. The other guy was he was an accessory to the crime. You know, he was there with their friends. They were together. They were harassing the women together. It seems like. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't speculate. It'll forever be interesting to me how political, parties use one single event or another as like proof. Oh, see, this is the proof. And I mean, it is a data point. But also, didn't a Syrian refugee stop the knife attack in Hamburg like a few months ago? Like he helped subdue the attacker? I don't know. It's just interesting, Because then in that story, all the left-wing people, see, the refugees are all great people. And then in this story, see, the refugees are all bad people. And I mean, considering I'm not even in Germany, I kind of feel like Ryuk. You guys ever seen Death Note? It's just like, humans are so interesting, huh? And I mean, these types of things, exact same types of things happen over here in America, where based on any given news story, it's like, see, all immigrants are good. No, see, all immigrants are bad. I was just fascinated by the story, and actually it turned out to be even more fascinating than I knew. Wow, what a crazy world we live in. I don't even know what to say. Thank you for watching. Hopefully that didn't offend anybody. See you guys tomorrow. No, I won't. It's Friday. It's Friday. I'm supposed to be doing memes. I guess I'm going to upload this on Monday. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I screwed up. I have no idea when this is getting uploaded. Thank you for watching. Bye.